Steals the inbound. Warriors are having fun. Klay for three. Good!
Breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. It is official. Klay Thompson set to return tomorrow against the Cavaliers.
Will continue to point towards Sunday.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Roman Fade, and I'm excited. Big Klay Day today, coming out in a couple hours. He is back. We on the shooter build with Big Klay, and this is my version. I got 3 different versions for y'all, so you can take a peek at my version really quick. And then I got 2 other versions later on. We're gonna go over some highlights, some animations. But like up the video, subscribe if you're new, because this one is about to be a banger. I got a lot of stuff for you guys, but we 129, 10, and 8. And then I got some other versions for you guys, but we got some highlights coming first. And this is my bad spread. It's your boy with my fade. Let's get it.
Right now down to 33%. George is just 5 of 15. Thompson with the slam.
Let's take a peek at my animations really quick. These is my shooting animations. You can copy that. And then as far as like dunk goes, Draymond Green saying it dunks. Look at the power of these dunks right quick. Let's take a look at the power. And then you need a 50, at least a 50 to get these dunk packages. So I wanted to put that on. That's why I put on a little bit of saying and dunk. And CJ McCollum's great straight arms, great side arm dunks, and then the Klays as well. I mean, we Klay, so we definitely got to put the Klays on. And then also the quick drops off too, but a lot of the standing dunks, 2-handers, those is gonna be super safe. And here and there you get bodies for some reason, I don't know. Especially like if I had more finishing badges, it would be even more crazy. But that's why I wanna show you these other 2 versions. But the quick drops off 2 and basic 1-handers off 2 is actually a really good dunk. And then this is actually in the CJ McCollum's. Let's take a look at my playmaking really quick. And I mean, I could put more, change up the SIGs and stuff, but these are the SIGs that I have on right now. And then we're gonna get into some highlights of this build.
Thompson for 3. Bang! Appropriate for NBA history. You got it! 14 threes in a game. Pursuit. Iguodala back out to Green. Thompson, 1 fake, 1 dribble, 1 shot. Got it! Goal. Play corner 3. 60! Fleet finds Thompson. Thompson finds an opening. 3-pointers up. It's good. Klay Thompson from downtown.
I do want to go over the defense for this build because the defense for this build is super crazy. So we're going to go into some defensive highlights. Just a lot of steals. I get a lot of steals with this build. I don't know if it's because of the loctate, but I get a lot of steals and blocks surprisingly with this build. So this build, it goes super crazy. I actually made this build last year, but this is like the official Klay Thompson build, for real, for real. I mean, even in the shades of, it says Klay Thompson. So, I mean, I know a lot of people make the 3-and-D off guard, which is also like a Klay inspired type of build, but I feel like this is like more of like a Klay Thompson build. And then I just got some highlight clips of just like random selling me when I'm clearly super wide open. Like, bro, that's just the power of playing with randoms. Like, it amazes me sometimes. It amazes me sometimes. Like, yo, people be wide open, bro, and they just be wanting to play hero ball. But I mean, we out here to have fun, man. More clips of random selling me, but we're gonna get into these other 2 versions very shortly. I wanted to get back on the mic just look at the pain that I be going through. The pain just playing with randoms, yo. I need a squad, but it's funny. But I mean, this is what you got to go through. But right now, I did drop a defensive tips video. If you guys check that out. Right now, I'm playing just crazy defense. I'm just checking everybody just because I'm mad and this team is super buns. So I'm just all over the court right now, just trying to check everybody. But as far as, let's get into the builder, man. I got 2 different versions and also the beginning version I showed you. But this is another shooter version. I made this version specifically with the 6 finishing badges. The spread is a little bit different and I prefer the other version, but I wanted 6 finishing badges. Why? Because you think about it. If you can get gold limitless takeoff and gold slithery finisher, which is the 2 best finishing badges in the game, if you get those on this type of build, this build will be even more unstoppable. I can't even imagine the limitless takeoff dunks that they would give me just in like the CJ McCollums or something just random. So that's why I made this version. But let's go back really quick so I can just show you guys. You gotta sacrifice so many points if you was to make it like this way. So filling up all that chart, you only get 1, and then if you fill it up that way with the Sand and Dunk, then you only get 2 finishing badges. So that's why I made it with the post hook, and I guess you can post hook if you really wanted to, but I didn't make it to post hook. I just wanted the finishing badges, and you had to sacrifice the free throw, the post fade, and a whole bunch of stuff. So, but as far as the shooting, to get the shooter name, you have to have the mid range and the playmaking and the pass accuracy low. So you have to have that lower to get that name. So that's why I made the actual pass accuracy and the mid-range lower than like normal. But you're gonna max the wingspan out and minimize the weight. And I mean, as far as your physical stuff goes, that's what it would look like. And you got 2 takeovers and you'll get the shooter. So this is the shades of for this type of shooter. And we're gonna go into the other version really quick. But again, if you was to look at the physicals, not that bad, but this is the badge rate. I wanted to emphasize on these 2 badges. Fearless is a really good badge, but Slithery and Limitless Takeoff, these badges right here is super OP. If you was able to get quick drops off of 1, quick drops off of 2 is really good, but if you were able to get quick drops off of 1, that'd be good. Or you can run it this way as well, because fast switch is really good as well. And you can have that. And then as far as the other version, we're gonna go into the other version first because it's a lot different badge spread. So these are 2 more other builds. So if you went 6-6, you'll actually get that different name. But this is the other way. So I actually went more close shot and everything. So you can see I filled up the charts and I still only got 1 badge. Like I used a lot. And I don't know if you guys remember, I made my version a little bit different, my original version a little bit different, because I made that at the beginning of the game. So I made that a little bit different, so I have more playmaking and more defense. But as far as everything else on the top, it's pretty much the same badge spread. But this is this version, and I mean, you got still good stats, you're filling up the defense, but you have to remember, you have to make the shooting and the playmaking a certain way to be able to get the shooter name. And then you're gonna minimize the weight and max the wingspan out. And then you're gonna get this as far as your physicals. The green pie chart is not the fastest pie chart. It's like the super slowest pie chart, but with lock takeover, you're gonna get +10 to your speed and your acceleration. So you're not gonna be super slow, but you're not gonna be but you're not the fastest. But it's still a really good build. And again, we're gonna go lock take to get that +10 to your speed and acceleration. And then you got the shooter, but you got shades of Klay Thompson. So we actually got a Klay Thompson build. So a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people make the 3-and-D guard. I mean, Klay is known for defense and obviously shooting. So he's a splash bro, but he's a big shooter. So I wouldn't think he would be more green-red. I would think he'd be more green and just make it like this. So that's why I made this type of build. But again, and if you went 6-6, now you get the tricky name, you get the 3-point specialist. So you got a couple, and then you still got the Klay Thompson shades up. So there's a couple different versions for you guys. You got my original version, You got the 6 finishing version, and then you got the 3-point specialist in this. And as far as the finishing goes, that's super simple. You only got one. As far as shooting goes, you can kind of do a lot with this. Sniper, of course, is the main badge, and then hot zone hunter. And then you got catch and shoot, but then there's so many different things you can put on. Lucky 7 is really good. Stop and pop, blinders. I mean, it's so many different options. It all depends on your play style. I mean, you can be a Circus 3s, guys, if you want. Green Machine. It depends on your play style. Me, I switch it up sometimes. Sometimes if I'm just running with randoms and I'm shooting fades and stuff, I just do that. But it depends. Sometimes I just want to dex people all day. But as far as the playmaking, you're going to go glue hands, at least silver. That's going to save you a ton. And then you got quick first step, and then you got hyperdrive just to get in your dunking animations in, and then downhill, because you're not the fastest. So these badges will definitely speed you up, help you out. And then of course stop and go. Stop and go actually increases your speed by a couple frames. So stop and go definitely is a help out badge. And then as far as the defense goes, we only get 7 with this version. Like again, if you want to make it my original version, you can. You'll get those 8 defensive badges. But this is what you would do for the badge spread, something similar, something like this. It's very similar to what I had originally, but again, this is this version, the 129.10. But it's your boy Run My Fade, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you're new again, and we out here.